Did you know, or do you know, that there is essentially one reason and one reason only that you are not capturing, converting, and closing Facebook leads? I'm serious. It's pretty much one reason and one reason only. And we're going to dive into this today because here's why. Because I see a lot of my members struggling with this reason, a lot of my agents that I work with struggling with this reason, my coaching clients, and myself. I see this in all industries. I see this in all businesses. I see this in a whole lot of areas. I see a lot of people struggling with this same thing. Who am I? I'm Christina with Leads and Leverage, and I help real estate agents create more time, make more money, and enjoy the journey. And you may notice, if you have been watching my daily show at 10 a.m. Pacific, that things look a little bit different today. Yes, they do. 1 second, I need to make sure that I can actually get you guys this. All your comments are not going to work yet. Sorry, they're not going to work until I actually activate this for you. Let me activate it. I'm doing something a little bit different today because Facebook, this is a little sneaky little training in here. The widget will now work. Here's the thing. Facebook is liking vertical video. So they're liking it because we mostly watch this on our phone, all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, okay, I will go ahead and do vertical video today, which means I can't actually schedule it ahead of time and notify you ahead of time. So there's some downfalls, but you guys, we're here. It's on vertical video, and now the widget's working. So comment below if you want. I've got a freebie I'm sending you guys out tomorrow because I'm doing this differently. I couldn't actually send it out today. So if you comment below, go over to Messenger and let Ribbit know, yeah, I want it. I'm going to send it to you tomorrow. Hi, Sally. You guys say hi. Let me know you're here. So here's the thing. There's actually one reason and one reason only that you aren't capturing, converting, and closing Facebook leads. And I'm going to talk about this with you because it's a discussion going on in my membership group amongst agents. Excuse me. And it's not just agents that are dealing with. I have to let you know this. It is not just agents. It's everybody everywhere. But I'm struggling with it. Hi, Andrew. How are you? I'm struggling with it too. I always struggle with it. And what is it? You're like, can you guys guess? I actually want to know if you guys can guess. Guess below what you think the number one reason is that you're not capturing, converting real estate leads from Facebook. Now, I know I keep looking over at my notes on my computer or at the actual thread or the post that's happening inside our membership group. And I know some of you already know, you're trying to like, how is this a reason, Christina? How is this working? But here's the truth. We like to use the idea, we like to declare that we're multi-passionate. We're interested in a lot of different things, right? So we say, well, we're multi-passionate. And so I want to do multiple businesses at once, or I want to do multiple things at once. So why is this like, we hold that up as I'm different, I'm unique, I'm multi-passionate. But what you're really doing is allowing yourself to be distracted. You're justifying your desires to do only the fun stuff, which is thinking of new ideas, starting something new, that stuff that gives you the dopamine rush. And you're not actually doing the stuff that is boring and droll and boring and droll. Do you really think, based on his history, that Elon Musk is not multi-passionate? Do you guys? Like seriously, Elon Musk, PayPal, Tesla, whatever else he's doing, he's multi-passionate. But you know why he's successful? Because when he picks something, when he says something, when he's focused on it, guess what happens? He doesn't focus on anything else. So some of you guys are like, well, I'm going to use an example. I was waiting for this step to happen and it was outside of my control. So I went over and I've started another business and now I'm back over here. Guys, that's just distraction because there's other things you need to do. When you're trying to build a business, you cannot allow yourself to get distracted by other fun businesses. If you actually want to succeed, if you want to make this so that you're not always stressed, if you want to actually build multiple businesses, guess what you need to do? You need to stay focused on that one business. And guess what else you need to do? You need to do the boring stuff over and over and over and over again. The stuff that you're like, that's beneath me. I'm tired of that. I hate that. I don't want to do that. I completely relate to you guys. Completely relate. Why? Well, because, we have another couple businesses that we're starting. But I tried to do it last year and I realized, so last year, about 12, 14 months ago, and I realized that you know what I'm doing? I'm actually, a jack of all trades, master of none. I'm not actually going to succeed because I'm distracted, meaning I had multiple businesses going on. So what did I do? I was like, you know what? I need to set that aside. This is my focus. You guys, this is my focus. This is what I'm doing. Well, now is the time because now we're starting another business. But guess what? I'm not the face of those businesses. I'm just advising those businesses, doing some advising. They're doing all the implementing. So in other words, I can be multi-passionate, but I'm still focused on this one. I'm still building this one. And so that's why you have to be very careful. If you're out there like, oh, I'm building a website for this and I'm building this for that and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, that's an excuse to not actually do the stuff that you don't really want to do in real estate. It really is. It's really, you cannot successfully focus on multiple business at the same time, unless you have someone else who can do the focus for you. So, and that's what we have. We meet once, we actually meet once a week, but we meet once a week and the face of one of the other businesses, she's doing the work. I'm just going to set the schedule and say, we need to do this, and this at these times. So that right now, that's what's happening. And then the other business, again, I'm just kind of setting the schedule, kind of the consulting piece of it, the stuff that we need to get going. So you guys, the number one reason that you're not doing this is because you're distracted. You're allowing yourself to lose focus. In other words, you're not being consistent. You're not doing everything that you have to do every single day that you have to do it. Flat out. It's that simple. It's like we don't want to hear this. We don't want to hear this. We like the idea that, well, I'm multi-passionate or I'm a creative or I'm this or I'm that. Guys, literally, I don't care if you're like Mr. I do spreadsheets or Mrs. I'm like decorate the world. I don't care. If you're bouncing around between things, that's got nothing to do with your artistic abilities or inclinations. That's got everything to do with your ability to master your focus, with your ability to build a self-discipline muscle. That's it. Why on earth are there creatives out there that have built amazing businesses? Because they focused on that business. And then some of us are sitting around like doing nothing. Well, we're doing stuff, but we can't figure out why we're not getting to the next step. It's because we're allowing ourselves to be distracted. Period. Now, here's the thing. There might be some underlying issues. There might be some self-sabotage going on your part. There might be some other things, but you think it's because you're multi-passionate or you think it's because you want to start, multi-businesses or something like that. You got to dig to the underneath. I mean, you need to do what you need to do as far as building your business, but you got to dig under and you got to find out what's going on and why. Every single one of us are going to self-sabotage at some point along the line, period. We're either going to hit income barrier and deal with our money issues, because every single person has money issues. Even Bill Gates, money issues that they had to work through, period. Every single person has it. Might be different issues for different people, guilt for earning it, giving it away, like not being able to keep it, just all of these things. We all have these issues because there's so much drama surrounding money. So we have to deal with those. We have to deal with what we're doing to self-sabotage, etc. Now, here's something. First of all, I want to, I'm just going to say The winner from yesterday from the book, because I'm going to talk about this book, is Jana Ross. And this is going to be backwards for you guys. So it's Jana Ross. So Jana, if you're on here, please message us at Leads and Leverage, message the page and let us know that you're the book winner and send me your mailing address. We will also message Jana outside of this, but I wanted to announce it on here with you guys. But I wanted to say that because, guys, yesterday when I talked about all the different books, I know it's backwards because I'm on my phone. I talked about the 5-second rule. And the reason I love this book, if you guys cannot afford the book or you don't want to get the book, do me a favor and Google Mel Robbins TED Talk 5-second rule. Go Google that or go YouTube it and go listen to it. It's a really great, it's a great talk. It's what pretty much blew this whole thing up. But the 5-second rule is just an amazing, fast little cerebral change in our brain. So the minute we think that, I'm here, I'm doing real estate. I need to go over and do the soccer business. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go back and do what you're supposed to be doing. Get your stuff done. If you don't have it time blocked, if you haven't time blocked yourself for success, you're not going to succeed. You are literally going to be jack of all trades and master of none. You will be. And so guys, your distraction, your lack of focus, don't claim ADD or ADHD. That is an excuse, an absolute excuse. Absolutely, it's an excuse, you guys. Yes, might be an issue for some of you. For most of you who claim that you have it, if you would just give up the sugars, grains, and starches and give your brain some mental clarity, you'd get over that. Yeah, I'm kind of preaching on this because it drives me nuts that we use excuses. We use, you might have clinical depression, like real depression, not like I'm depressed, but like real depression on some medication. You can still develop the muscle of self-discipline and pushing through. Might need to be really small things, might need to be tiny, tiny, tiny little steps every day. And I do mean tiny. I mean, it might need to be simply, I'm just going to take my shower. That's where I was 5 years ago, not from depression. I have a disease that I'm managing now. So here's the thing. That's the thing. You start small. Every single one of us, stop using excuses to not do what you need to do. Stop using excuses to not be who you want to be. Stop looking so far in the future that you're like, I can't do that. Stop looking 5 steps ahead. Look at the next step. Look at where you are right now. Think about how people who are alcoholics stay sober for 5, 10, 15 years. They didn't do it by going, I need to be sober for the rest of my life. They did it by going, this next 10 minutes, I'm not going to drink. I have a problem. I can't be around it. They acknowledge the problem. They go, okay, and they set their environments up. They don't get themselves around people who influence them or trigger them or encourage them. And they set their homes up. They get through each hour. They teach themselves. They develop self-discipline to do something different every time they deal with it. Guys, you might not be an alcoholic. You might not be a drug user. But if you don't have the self-discipline to stay focused, you got a problem. And you have to develop this. You have to. You will never get anywhere. You will never achieve what you hope to achieve if you don't do this every moment, every day. You need to bring your thing. First of all, you need to acknowledge that you have an issue. And then you need to set up your environment for success. You need to make yourself get up and not hit the snooze button. And honestly, that is the first thing that Mel Robbins teaches everybody, because most of you guys, you're hitting that snooze button. Why? You're not actually getting real sleep anyway. Just set your alarm and get your butt out of bed. That's what she's saying. That's what she's saying to do. Do that. You have to do it. Even when you don't want to, you have to do it. Guys, today, I didn't actually want to come on and do a video, not because I don't like you and not because I don't need to, but because I was kind of like, I just want a break. I just want a day where I'm not doing that. Why? This is like 30 minutes of my time to help you guys. And it's helping me because when I talk to you guys about these things, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm empowered. I'm inspired myself from you guys, from the things that you're doing, from the achievements that I'm seeing you make, from the tiny little steps you're making. They empower me. They inspire me. I love it. So I'm like, so this morning when that happened, I was like, wait a minute. I just need to go do this. It's going to look a little bit different because I'm going to try a new thing, like on the phone this way, because this is what Facebook wants. I'm going to try that, and that's okay. There are probably going to be fewer people on. That's okay, because I'm not sending out a notification letting you guys know I'm on. That's okay. There's probably going to be fewer people commenting. That's okay. Guys, you have to push through no matter what. You can't anticipate I don't know, you can't just like throw out what you think things are going to be like. You can't, you can't be bouncing around from thing to thing. You've got to focus. This is why most of you, if you want to lose weight, it's why you're not losing weight. It's why you yo-yo, because you bounce around from diet to diet to diet. And not only that, you do a diet and then you don't do a diet. And I mean, you eat a certain way and then you go back to what you were doing before. And then you eat another certain way, then you go back to doing what you were doing before. That is why you do this, because you're not staying focused. You're like, oh, it's too hard. You allow your brain, like I talked about yesterday, you allow your brain to talk you out of the productive, good stuff that you should be doing. It's all up here. It is all up here. Even those with ADD and ADHD. It's all up here because, do you know why? Because there are people, we know this because there are people with ADD, with ADHD, with everything that have pushed through, that have learned how to work in their environment with their physical limitations. I have a disease that I'm not sharing with everybody, but I have a disease that, guys, it exhausts me at times. There are times when I have to take naps. It's very rare now. But if I know, I'm not going to make myself push through if I can physically tell that my body needs a nap, that I'm not getting what it needs to heal. I know this. I have made sure for the last 15 or 17 years that is how my schedule, I always have that flexibility in my schedule. I know that I cannot have a back-to-back-to-back schedule. I don't think anybody should have it because I think it's horrid for everybody. But I know that about me, so I don't do it. I say no to so many social things. I'm okay with that. I don't feel compelled. My health is more important than anything else. My health. Without my health, I can't serve you. Without my health, I can't be a good wife. Without my health, I can't be a great mom, especially when I know the solution. So when you know the solution means get your head down and send those notes to 10 people today, or get your head down and do a live stream on Facebook today, or get your head down and do the emails that you need to do to convert those leads. If you're not doing that stuff when you don't want to and you'd rather go do the fun stuff, you're not going to succeed. It's real simple. Why and how? You know why I know this for a fact? My name is Christina Ethridge, and guys, this has been me. I struggle with this too. I know this. I watch people struggle with it all the time. You struggled with it. Absolutely. At some degree, at some level. We know this. We like the dopamine rush. That's why we jump from thing to thing. We have stuff going on in our environment that keeps us distracted. We keep our phones available to us. We don't turn off notifications. We have fear of missing out. We keep our TVs on all the time. We let the news run all the time. We look at our news feed all the time on Facebook. We read the news. We do all the stuff. All stuff that you do not need to do. All stuff that sets you on a non-productive path. All of it. We allow it because, I don't know, are we afraid of what we have to do? Are we lazy? Would we rather be brain numbed, basically entertained by things, than do the hard work? Because those are our actions show that that's what we would rather do. Our actions show that. So if you're like, no, I wouldn't rather do that, then what are your actions showing? Like, seriously, what are your actions showing? Holly says, I love what you're saying, and you look fabulous in polka dots. Thank you. My ADD is coming out this afternoon. That's funny. Thank you. So it's just, I really want to make sure that you guys hear this. And I want to make sure I need to hear this over and over again. We have to train our brains. If you want to be successful, if you want to successfully lose weight, if you want to successfully pay off debt, if you want to successfully build a business, whatever that looks like, if you want to successfully run a marathon, if you want to whatever, if you want to achieve something, you have to overcome your brain. That means you have to not allow yourself, you have to build up that muscle, your brain muscles to do this. All right, you guys. So it's been about 20 minutes. So I'm going to say au revoir for now. Do me a favor. If you want the stuff, I'm going to send out a free gift tomorrow, freebie that I have not done on any of the videos. If you want it, comment below. And if you feel that my videos with you, my time with you is helping you, you can pay me back, quote unquote, by sharing this with your colleagues. Share it with your colleagues. Share any of my videos with your colleagues. That is a huge blessing to me, and I appreciate that when you guys do that. Click like, click share, let me know, yes, you like this, yes, you want me to keep doing this, etc. And I will see you guys on Monday with another 10 a.m. Pacific time daily ribbit. All right, you guys, have an amazing day. Thanks for joining me.